Don't patronize me. Welcome to Good News Week, coming tonight from the concert hall of the Sydney Opera House as part of the month-long celebrations for our 100th program. And the big news? Medical science. Is there nothing it can't do? A 60-year-old Italian man is recovering from a pioneering transplant using a heart which had already given life to 2 other adults. I don't think I'd really want a heart that seems so keen on getting out and meeting people. But the surgeon says, despite it already being in 2 people, the heart is pumping strongly. And yet, both the previous owners died of brain hemorrhages. Doesn't that sound like the heart might just be pumping a little too strongly? Kerry Packer says he'd never accept a third-hand organ. He'd only trust a heart if he'd torn it out of the chest of the original owner himself. But transplant breakthroughs don't stop with internal organs. According to American doctors, a complete face transplant should be possible within a few months. And I heard you say, thank God there, sir. And so did your wife. Potential patients would receive a new face from a dead donor, as long as they promise not to go around to the dead donor's house after the operation and thank his relatives. But if they don't time the transplant just right, you can spend the rest of your life with a 5 o'clock shadow at 11 a.m. Then, for several weeks, face transplant recipients are kept in an hermetically sealed recovery chamber, completely free of airborne irritants. One sneeze, and you could blow your new face clear across the room. In less flashy, but still very important medical news, British doctors have developed a pill which they believe will help people overcome chronic shyness. The pill, called Seroxat, has been extensively tested on animals. So if you know anyone who's in the market for 10,000 white rats with charming, outgoing personalities... But the idea of making shy people drug-dependent is a bit disturbing. Why don't they just get pissed like the rest of us? Shy people everywhere will come out and tell the world they're proud to be shy. There'll be shy clubs where the bashful can meet others with similar interests, like blushing. They could even celebrate their social orientation by staging the world's first Shy Mardi Gras, featuring a parade of brightly coloured floats they can all hide under. Sadly, distribution of Seroxat could be a problem. Many of the people the shyness pill is intended for are too shy to ask the chemist for it.
It's just so typical of you, making fun of the shy, making fun of transplant people, that sort of stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mikey Rove.
Sorry, this is serious, right? You talk about transplants, like, a lot of people will stay young, this is sad, will take monkey gland.
Monkey gland.
Transplants.
Monkey transplants.
Some people take these monkey gland transplants to the point where they become almost simian, Paul. Where they become almost peel me a banana with your feet like, Paul.
Oh, thanks very much, Mikey.
Now, let's face it, Paul, if you died, we could use your skin as a placati rug.
And if you died, Mikey, they could put a zip from your ass to the back of your neck and use you as a bloody beanbag. Oh, Mummy, look, the nipple on the beanbag is getting erect.
Okay, Paul, if we're going to put a zip up your back, mate, you could be one of those cute sort of furry things that people stuff pyjamas up. If you haven't done that already...
Don't even stop. What? Stop with me, buddy boy. I've had enough of you.
Please! You're always...
Join the cross-arm!
While you're talking about transplants, I just want to say, Kate Fisher, thanks a lot. I'll be giving them back after the show.
Also, after the show, too, I'll be giving Jamie Packer back his brain.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the good news.
It's Good News Week. Someone's
Thank you. Good evening. Tonight, because it seems like only yesterday, the glorious Mikey Robbins, the magnificent Margaret Scott, the admirable Anthony Morgan, and the resplendent Rove McManus. And they're blowing out 100 candles with the dazzling Julie McCrossan, the remarkable Rod Quantock, the amazing Amanda Keller, and the just plain gorgeous Johanna Sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? All right, let's go for it. Mikey, Margaret, Anthony, Rove. What is the story?
Right.
Models, I'm guessing.
Yeah, super model.
A building with stuff going on the walls.
And that's a bit of a no-show.
I'm thinking models.
I'm thinking restaurants, I'm thinking food.
So am I.
What else are you thinking?
I'm thinking that it's very difficult to come from Tasmania at the moment. When you see that Olympics icon, all those spikes, as the comb of a mad chicken, you can never see it right again.
Margaret, can I ask, were they serving drinks on the plane?
I knew you'd say something like that.
Could someone not in the grip of senile dementia answer this question?
Rove, that'd be you.
Yes. Fashion cafe
Are going broke.
are going broke. I think
Yes.
it's because the fact that once someone eats the food, they have to go to the toilet and throw it back up again. So,
What can you buy at a supermodel cafe apart from heroin?
I just have the salad.
She can also have the...
Oh, I'm full. Oh, no, that's Yes, Fashion Cafe, stinking up big time.
Despite everything that Margaret said, 5 points! The Fashion Cafe chain of restaurants, the supermodels' answer to Planet Hollywood, is in financial trouble and may be forced to close. Claudia Schiffer and Naomi Campbell have even stopped talking to each other. Not because they're fighting, they've just run out of words they both know.
Is there any evidence that supermodels aren't smart?
No, but we thrive on stereotypes in this show. That's the nature of comedy. The crisis began when the multi-millionaire founder of the chain walked out, turned left, turned right, and then walked back in. The good news is the supermodels have come up with an idea they think will save the fashion cafes. A hamburger for vegetarians. It'll still be made out of meat, but the cows they use will only be fed grass. Julie, Rod, Amanda, Johanna.
That's us.
Did you catch this story?
A man from Tasmania, where Margaret comes from.
A
Don't start her
helicopter
up again.
and
Hairy legs.
that's a Tasmanian tiger.
An animal not moving enormously fast. Look at it go!
People go to Tasmania not to see them because they're extinct. You go to see... They're a tourist attraction by being extinct, and if one is found, tourists won't come to see it because it's not extinct. Seriously? It's a brilliant idea. And what did the helicopter... What?
The helicopter's out there. He's looking. That's looking.
So they'll kill it because then it'll be extinct again. Brilliant. They say it's elderly poets next.
I know the answer, but I better not tell you.
I was labouring under the misconception we had the answer.
Yeah, I think they do have the answer there, Margaret, so I'm going to give them 5 points, but let's... 5 points!
It's about $1 million, wasn't it?
It's $1 million, you are
$1
right.
million.
I'll tell for $1 million, I'll put the suit on.
Well,
That's a big Tasmanian tiger.
Can I be the vertically striped Tasmanian tiger?
Hoping to drum up business for the state, Tourism Tasmania has taken out a $1 million insurance policy against the reappearance of the Tasmanian tiger. Even somewhere as isolated as Tasmania, it's hard to believe a creature could hide away unnoticed for 60 years. But Margaret Scott was just waiting for the right moment.
yes. Yes. I'm just afraid the gene pool must be getting a bit small there.
Don't look at me. Some experts believe the tigers actually take great delight in eluding capture. In fact, a month or so ago, there was a thylacine in one of the Sunday papers pretending to be Dog of the Week. After one stunning round, the Robins team are on 5 points. And the McCrossan team are on 5 points. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gadflys.
On the day I was born into this world of pain, a doctor told my mother that I was born for love. 7 years I wandered 7 different lands. I crossed the 7 oceans. I could be a man. Yeah, I see you walking, darling, get a shoe down with spine. I wanna get to know you better. Be a perfect in at mine. Hammer at you, darling, I'm a call at your neighbor. When you move that way, you move it on my train. Hold up back the train. You got your long black hair, your eyes are China blue. I wanna be a baby, I was born for you. 7 years I wandered 7 different lands. I crossed the 7 oceans. I could be a man. Yeah, I see you walking, darling, get a shoe down spine. I wanna get to know you better. Be a private kid at mine. Hammer at you, darling, I will call at your name. When you move that way, you move it on my train. Hold up back the train. Yeah, I see you walking, darling, get a shoe down spine. I wanna get to know you better. Be a private kid at mine. Hammer at you, darling, I will call at your name. When you move that way, you move it on my train. Hold up back the train. On the day I was born into this world of pain, a doctor told my mother I was born for love.
Tuesday, 2 a.m. I sat in the gutter, head in my hands. I had found the head in a wheelie bin on East 42nd Street. I had a pretty good idea who it belonged to. Male, Caucasian, bloodstained, no head. I tried to place the face. I stared into its eyes, and there was my next clue. We were both the same height. 3 a.m. Couldn't sleep. Head appeared to have nodded off. I heard a knock at the door. Who is it? I ejaculated. I hate it when that happens. Suddenly, a police officer burst in and held a gun to the head. The head squealed. I tried to eavesdrop. When I moved to within earshot, he shot my ear off. I frantically sought out a friend, a Roman, or in desperation, a countryman to lend me one of theirs. Eventually, the head was charged, but it wouldn't stand up in court. It kept toppling over. The judge was lenient. Judge Lenient gave the head a short sentence. Well, there's no way it would have survived another paragraph. It's a cruel world.
In the strange game, with the clues tonight, Robbins, Scott, Morgan and McManus have a pillow.
Oh, spooky! Ooh.
An urn.
Little urn.
And lilies.
Ah, there's a bee in it!
And McCross and Quantock, Keeler and Sweet were given suspicious clothing. An award.
I think that's cheese on the top. I think I ate that at the Easter show last year.
And a very amusing pantomime weight.
Tell you what, she is good because that weight only weighs 5.5 ton.
Round 2 is notable tonight because it begins with a game called... 3 headlines about the same subject, but their identity has been cost-effectively concealed by the name...
Mein Führer! Mein Führer!
Rove, your headlines?
Yes.
1, $25 million Warren con trick revealed. 2, Archbishop's warning over cult of Warren.
Ooh.
And 3, Warren the heroine entrenched in popular culture. Who is this alleged Warren?
Greg Norman.
Right. No. $25 million Greg Norman contract?
No,
Yes, he bought some jewellery for
I
his
think it's
partner.
female.
What? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Greg Norman's partner is female. What are you suggesting about?
What, Greg Norman's partner's a man, Margaret?
No!
There's not enough going on in Tasmania if you're thinking things like that. Who on earth would speculate about Greg Norman's sexuality?
We've got
He bought some jewellery for his partner.
He did.
And,
Anytime you're ready, Rove, there, I'm going to give you a countdown of 3 seconds.
Go out on the biggest lemon go, I reckon it's the Princess of Wales, Diana. Diana.
Is Mr. McManus right? 3 points!
We knew that. We wouldn't have bothered with the Greg Norman shit. We would have gone straight to it.
Building up the suspense.
Oh, building up the suspense.
you would have turned
including the
channel-
name of the great white
Sardine.
Have we all finished fighting and bickering? Shall we move on now?
Actually, I think I know what happened to Greg Norman's jewellery. He choked on it. I had a golf joke, my first ever. Golf jokes don't come easy.
They don't come easy, do they?
You got to take them where you find them.
Yeah. Can we have a bonus for that?
No. The University of Wales is offering a course on the life and death of Diana, examining the mass outpouring of grief, how the media handled the tragedy, and her impact on Britain. It's a crash course, and only... It's a crash course, and only 1 in 4 get through it. Your homework is getting a call, get to eat your homework, and the end-of-term exercise is to hunt down and kill James Hewitt. But out of respect for Diana, none of the assignments will have a deadline.
Well, we knew it was Diana. We were trying to temper it with that Greg Norman thing because Greg Norman's got quite a good driver.
Johanna, can you identify this Warren? One bidding war for Warren's sex saga. Warren's complaint, no calls, no kisses. Warren's considerate Aussie hunk. Yuck.
It's about sex that isn't sex that is sex. And I think it's that Warren...
Can you demonstrate?
No. Warren is Monica Lewinsky.
Monica Lewinsky, don't want to play around with a couple of golfing
No,
games
because...
before you...
No, I'm straight to the point.
And do the choke line again?
No. We thought that we'd get bonus points for just getting straight to the point.
Paul, I think Anthony wants your attention.
Anthony.
Well, just in case they fiddle-faddle around for nearly as long as we did, I think it's about Maggie Tabra's new book.
That could work. That could work.
Let's just have a look and see if Johanna is right.
Well,
It's actually
that's
the same
very
story.
disappointing. I thought it was going to be the Tasmanian tiger.
In the US, a Milwaukee lawyer has started a support group called Monicas with Attitude for all the innocent, good women who have been heckled, ridiculed, shamed, and maimed. The group offers Monicas a 12-step program. The first step, get off your knees. There was also a Monica hotline, but sadly they had to scrap it. Clinton kept ringing up and asked if they home delivered. A quick spin on Odd One Out. Teams, who's the gate crasher here? American rapper Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Yeah.
Donkey. Priscilla Presley. Irish singer, songwriter, sex god Luka Bloom.
Right.
And a sheet.
I know. I know, it's the sheet.
Wait a second. We're going to go to Rove, Anthony, Margaret, and Michael.
I think this has something to do with the Deep South. Because Priscilla was from the Deep South.
Memphis.
Yes.
Luka Bloom, South Island.
South Island.
Yes.
And the Ku Klux Klan like to wear
Have
sheets.
sheets
on them.
All right.
So Snoop Doggy Dogg is the only one who's not popular in the south of America or Ireland. I'm struggling.
And we're going to throw it over here for a second.
No, the odd one out is the sheet, because none of the others have been in bed with Elvis. But you go on.
Doggy Dog, he's a rap singer.
Yeah.
A sheet, I know, look, I know that much. A sheet is kind of a rap thing. Luka Bloom has done a cover of a rap song.
Yeah.
I think the LL Cool J song. Am I making some? I need love. Rap song. Priscilla Presley could be the odd one out.
Because she's just wrapped in herself.
She's wrapped in herself. Or maybe it's Luka Bloom has done a cover version of an Elvis song. What's it? I can't
Oh, hang on.
fall in love with
And
me.
the
A sheet
sheet's
is
a
a cover.
And Priscilla's covered Elvis.
Yes.
And the sheet's covered Elvis.
A sheet's covered Elvis. Who is it?
The only one that hasn't covered Elvis.
We got it first!
I think everyone's got it. Come on. It's a group experience, come on. Did the audience understand what happened then, or was it just us on stage here?
I'm not sure that I understood my own.
Amanda, explain it, get the point.
I don't think I understood myself, but I think this is what I said. That Luka Bloom has done a cover of an Elvis Presley song.
Cover.
A sheet is a cover. So that's
covered.
She was covered by a sheet.
Snoop Doggy Dog.
Elvis when he died.
It's Shroud of Elvis.
No.
Snoop Doggy Dog's only...
No, she's wrong. Snoop's the odd one out because
Priscilla covered.
a sheet's covered Elvis. Priscilla's covered Elvis.
And Luka's covered it!
Can I just go on record to say I had no bloody idea?
Okay, it was Snoop Doggy Dogg. The others all covered Elvis. Rivalry between the hundreds of Elvis Presley tributes is fierce and often erupts in violence. Last week in Las Vegas, police were called to a brawl involving 13 impersonators. But by the time they arrived, The Elvises had left the building. And at this point, the Robinses are on 10 points, and the McCrossans are on 10 points.
Now, Paul, look, I want to be a pedant here, but with my musical knowledge, I am pushing. I can't remember Luka Bloom covering an Elvis song.
He's a sex god. He's covered everything.
No, he didn't. No, he covered an LL Cool J song. He covered an old 55 song. He covered Promises, Baby, It's You.
Luka Bloom definitely covered an Elvis song, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, leave it there.
Luka Bloom!
But I can't help falling in love with you. I just can't help it, Margaret.
Excuse me, Luka, what do you have in common with Priscilla Presley, Snoop Doggy Dogg, and a sheep?
You don't want to see it. When the songs flow down like a river and the words cut through, dreams fly around me, I'm a happy man in the world. I love the sound of the barrel kicking in behind me. It heats my blood when the trumpet flies above me. I'm a happy man in the world. Oh yeah. It's the holy ground I'm looking for. I wake up every morning and ask for more. Sometimes vultures hover over wounded angels' lives. Black dog comes to see me, and darkness fills my world. And so I close my eyes and listen to a Jamaican freedom song. I move my body to the rhythm, and I'm a happy man in the world. It's the holy ground I'm looking for. I wake up every morning and ask for more. I'm a happy man in the world. Sometimes I fly with the white swan to my Liffey home. There the river sings to me, and I'm a happy man in the world. I'm a happy man in the world. I'm a happy man in the world.
How to exhilarate someone. I choose to start the story now. They're my lines. I just watched Jake swing Shona around by the arms. To see Shona screech with delight as she whirled around his body was delicious. So, with that in mind, I went up to Sky Salisbury and asked her if I could swing her about like Jake had done to Shona. She said, okay. The moment I put my hands on Sky's forearms, I knew I was in trouble. Oh, I got her started all right, but I couldn't keep Sky consistently off the ground. She kept skimming off the concrete. When we stopped spinning, it was bad. Real bad. She just lay there. So I did what our family's always done in times of trouble. I ran. If you intend to exhilarate someone, make sure you have the strength of two. And don't stand on cement. The end.
Ladies and gentlemen, could I interest you in a little bit of bad street theatre? Mr. Morgan and Mrs. Keller will give us a fine visual presentation of a recent news story. Their teammates must decipher it as quickly as they can. Anthony, help yourself to a topic.
Go, Morgs.
You can do it, buddy.
When I think precise mime, I think Anthony Morgan.
We'll need to put that up the other way to read it there, Ian. Your time begins now.
Go, Mimo. Morgs, was that it?
Mickey Mouse. No.
Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse, whiskers.
With a tail.
Mickey's got a tail.
Yes.
Mickey's got a tail. It's an old Aerosmith song, yeah. Mickey's waiting for a bus. Mickey's a male prostitute working the wall. Red Boy Mickey. I've seen that video.
Suicide.
Mickey's killed himself.
Wouldn't he just put himself in a big trap?
That was just me killing myself.
Oh,
all right.
Out of sheer frustration.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Donald Duck.
Disneyland.
Waiting for a bus.
Disneyland is offering near-death experiences.
There's Mickey, there's Donald.
On the bus. Having a good day.
Okay.
Right.
Tattoo from Fantasy Island.
Monica Lewinsky!
Keep punching them in the testicles!
Okay. Mickey and Donald want protection from children beating them up at Disneyland.
That's it.
Right.
3 points, ladies and gentlemen. Brilliant. The actors inside the big Mickey, Minnie and Donald costumes at Euro Disney have appealed to the French government for protection after being continually punched, pinched and kicked by excited young fans. Who's the mouse who finds his ass is kicked by kids all day? Smash his face, break his knee, every child can play. Kick the mouse. Kick the mouse. Grab his shorts and pull the wedgie high, high, high. Oh dear. Kids who enter the park are now being told to pick on someone their own size, so they're beating the crap out of Huey, Dewey and Louie. To make matters worse, the Euro Disney operators completely misunderstood the concept of the Mickey Mouse Club and thought it was a lump of wood with a nail hammered through it. It's actually on sale in the gift shop right now. Amanda, would you honour us with a bit of bad street theatre?
So bad at mine. I'm so anxious about this, I might be walking against my own wind. You've been warned. Ooh, okay. Ready?
Time starts now.
I'll try and do this with as much dignity as I can muster.
I'm doing them all! A cow! Yes, this is cow. It's a cow.
You being milked? No, oh, you're just
No,
a cow.
just a cow.
Okay.
Shooting up. The cow is a drug
cow
addict.
is shooting up.
Oh,
They're
steroids.
They're giving cows steroids so that they will win more prizes. And they'll be Miss Cow Europe.
Yes? She's winning a prize.
They're doing all this. Their drug testing is now going to become on for cattle because they're cheating and riding them up to win contests.
Chinese cows! Chinese cows!
So they don't get sad. So they. And when they win, they're so sad they cry.
I'm going to give it to you anyway. Let's just stop it. This is a farce.
From that kick.
And listen, what was the stuff you were shooting up? Have you got any more?
In the first year of dairy cow drug testing at the Royal Melbourne Show, 2 out of 5 champion cows returned positive results for performance-enhancing drugs. One dairy farmer was caught because he was waiting till the cows came home, and they actually did, shaving 10 seconds off the previous record. One cow who asked not to be named said the pressure to win was intense. There's an abattoir just across the road. The cow's trainer was allegedly behind the infamous East German cattle doping program in 1969. Sadly, those cows will never give their medals back. They were eaten in 1970. It's terrible to see what happens to some of these young heifers. When they enter the industry, they're naive, sometimes as young as 2 or 3. Pretty soon they start chewing a bit of cud because, hell, everyone's doing it. Then they're doing hay, and before they know it, they've got a nose ring and someone's initials branded on their backside. The drug scandal has now prompted a review of the record set by the cow who jumped over the moon. They also suspect the dish ran away with the spoon because it contained traces of a banned substance. Them now on 13 points and them on 13 points.
This is just a gap in the show. You know what a gap is, don't you?
Just a gap. All we've got to do is leave a gap.
We do nothing.
When we do nothing, that's a gap. Okay, so we'll do a gap now?
Well, I'd already started leaving the gap.
I didn't realise you started the gap. I was waiting for the gap.
Don't speak when I'm speaking.
Well, I'm not speaking when you're speaking.
You are speaking
but
when I'm
just trying to leave
speaking.
a gap.
You're doing it now, you stupid man.
Well, how can I hear the gap if you're talking? Is that a gap?
Well, that's the second time you've ruined the gap.
Oh, sorry. So if I just keep quiet while the gap's on?
Well, that's 3 times.
3 times. Oh, dear. 3 times I've ruined 4. 4 times?
5.
Oh.
That was the gap.
That was the gap.
That was the gap.
We did the gap.
We left the gap.
Oh.
You were great. You were so anxious
a good
about
gap.
that gap.
I was upset about the gap.
So well.
I didn't like the gap idea.
Yes, it was good. It went well.
What's going on?
Oh, I think we've misjudged the gap.
We didn't do a long enough gap.
No, we didn't. I'll do something and fulfill the gap.
Still going.
The gap's still going.
It's a long gap.
Now you have to do something.
I have to do something.
Yeah, you do something. Do something. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop bouncing up and down. People will think we're married.
You know, Sandy, I can see my reflection in that camera.
Christ, you look pale.
You look like Bernie Fraser.
It's the super of the future.
Uncanny.
And so before we kick you out, Mikey, Margaret, Anthony, Rove, your strange but true clues were the pillow.
Hello.
The urn.
Little urn.
And the lilies.
Yes, well, the lilies obviously represent the name Heavenly Harani Tiger Lily with regards to Paula Yates.
Paula Yates.
Who
Ashes.
has been keeping the
Inner.
ashes of her now deceased husband in her pillow.
Bob Geldof. Which is disgusting.
No.
Yeah.
If only. Michael Hutchins.
Yeah,
They weren't married.
Apparently, she's got what's left of Mick in a pillow. She had it in the throw rug before. She used to hang on the back of the door and stuff. But
he's put it in the pillow. And so it's not in the urn at all.
No, it's which must be.
In other words, I'm utterly superfluous.
No, not at all, Margaret. He was a good little earner when he was alive.
Apparently, she's put Michael Hutchins into a pillow,
Which I find
Not
bloody
an urn.
odd, because in my day, if your boyfriend died, he was dropped. Is it not breathing anymore? That's it. It's off.
But now you get to
Put them in the pillow.
put them in the, which wasn't the first time for Michael apparently, but
They are right, ladies and gentlemen. 5 points. And the finest explanation of this story comes from Sydney's Daily Telegraph, and I quote, Paula Yates has sewn the ashes of her late lover, Michael Hutchins, into a small, sequined pillowcase, which she cuddles in bed, according to the recovering heroin addict with whom she had an affair while in a rehabilitation clinic. Mark my words, that sentence is actually going to win someone an award one day. I think Paula had to keep Michael's ashes in a safe place to stop her new boyfriend shooting them up. And he ended up as a sequined cushion. But then so did Elvis, and he was alive at the time. Paula was going to make his ashes into one of those draft excluders you put behind the door, but that was a bit tasteless even for her. Sadly, while she's still in love with Michael, the reverse might not be true. This week, the pillow was spotted at a fashionable London restaurant having an intimate dinner with Helena Christensen. Julie, Rodamanda and Johanna, what can you do with the suspicious clothing, the award, and the pantomime weight?
I'll take that, because that's men's work.
That's why it's hollow.
Thank you, Mr. Quantock. Do you know the answer to this? No, I don't. I'm leaving it to the women folk.
Believe it or not, someone has stolen a huge quantity of extremely expensive cheese.
Would it be
Not
a
your Kraft
champion
Singles.
award-winning cheese
It was
to
award-winning cheese.
that weighed 6 T?
Where would you hide that much cheese? Unless you look for a giant mouse with very expensive taste. I don't
Or
know.
enormous mouse traps.
What's unclear to me is whether this is a French cheese robbery story, because, you know, the classic stripy shirt, little beret and the great big bread roll? To go with the cheese. Or whether it's an Italian cheese story and this is actually a little gondolier with a whole gondolier full of cheese.
I thought that was the skin of a Tasmanian tiger.
But this story is so obviously about the UFO sighting on King Island.
What are we saying?
Prize-winning cheese was stolen. Put your stolen glasses on.
Stolen
Everybody, the
glasses.
stolen
The cheese was
glasses.
stolen.
Creep, creep, creep went the stolers. That's us. Stole the prize-winning cheese.
Stolen the delivery.
Away. 6. Oh, shit, that's number back. Number back. It was worth $85,000.
They're right!
Thank you very much. Oh, not more mine, please.
English cheese making is in turmoil after 6 tons of prime cheddar worth $85,000 and destined for the British Cheese Awards was stolen recently. Cheesemaker Jamie Montgomery described the raid as industrial espionage of the highest order. Well, he should have had better security than a big steel bar connected to the huge spring. Cheese competitions are serious business in England. Given their track record in cricket, rugby and the Commonwealth Games, the Poms have found solace in something less demanding. Officers are also investigating the pizza industry for evidence of hot cheese.
No, I also believe the police are looking for a water cracker 50 metres wide.
However, the cheese squad is worried that so much cheddar released onto the streets may lead addicts to using harder cheese. And the increased sharing of fondue forks. Mikey Robbins, Margaret Scott, Anthony Morgan and Rove McManus scored a good 18 points. Tied with Julie McCross and Rod Quantock and Amanda Keller and Johanna Sweet on our 100th show on our feta, 18 points. So we say thanks for coming to our party and leave you with the good news that the Tasmanian Tourist Board isn't the only organisation ensuring against the return of an extinct species. The National Party has taken out a similar policy against the reappearance of Pauline Hanson. Good night.
Life going nowhere. Somebody help me. Somebody help me, please. Life going nowhere. Somebody help me. Somebody help me, please. Life going nowhere. Somebody help me. Somebody help me, You can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Music's loud, the women roar, I've been pushed around since I was born. But it's alright, it's okay, you can look the other way. People try to understand the New York Times effect on man. Whether you're a mother, whether you're a lover, staying alive, staying alive. In the city breaking, everybody shaking, staying alive, staying alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Paul McDermott!
Thank you very much and good night, everyone.